Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about something that is really fun because we're going to be talking about manifestation, okay? Before we get into that, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can be up to date whenever I post a video. So let's dive right into it. So I have known about manifesting and the law of attraction and the law of assumptions since I was like 12, okay? So I'm 20 right now, so I've been kind of getting into that for 8 years now, and I have finally come to the conclusion that it's not hard at all. Manifesting is not hard at all, okay? And I used to think that it was really hard and it was something that was impossible for me to do, but over the years I figured out how I can manifest in my way. And I feel like it's pretty much the same as a lot of people do it, I guess, but I feel like you have to find your own way to make manifesting work, because if you don't believe it yourself, then it's not going to work for you. So you have to find a way that you can believe that you can do it, and then it's going to work for you. But last year, when I got my driver's license, that is when I had found my way of manifesting, okay? Because I've been testing a lot of methods and a lot of ways, scripting, journaling, whatever, but nothing really seemed to work for me. So I found a way to make it work for my brain. And if you don't know what manifestation is or manifesting is, it's basically you have a desire or a thought or a feeling and it becomes a reality. That's simply what it is. So let's talk about what I do to make sure that I manifest everything and anything that I want. So what I do is literally just visualizing. Yeah, and you're like, what the hell? That's just one of the basic tools. But what I do is when I want to manifest something, I pick a goal in my head, I visualize about it every day until it becomes real. And that is something that happened with my driver's license, okay? So let me tell you about that, because I was going to do my exam and I was like, you know what? I want to pass. I really want to pass. So I started to visualize me passing my driving exam, and I already knew the date, so it was really specific for me. But I started to visualize it so specifically that when the date happened, it went exactly in the way that how I visualized it. I visualized how I would do my makeup, how I would do my hair, what kind of clothes I would wear, everything. Also, my parents came with me on that day, and I also knew that 3 weeks before the exam. So I was thinking about, okay, my parents are gonna come with me, and I literally saw my dad driving me there, and he parked the car in the back of the parking lot in my head, okay, in my visualization. So on the day of the exam, my parents they drove me there, and I was like, okay, yay. And then he parked the car in the front of the parking lot, and I was like, that's not what I had in my head, but okay, fine, whatever, I'm gonna do the exam. Okay, fine. So I got into the exam and we started, and at some point we started driving the exact directions that I had in my head. So I was like, hell yeah, I think this, I'm gonna pass. I had such a strong feeling. So then, which is really scary, we came back into the parking lot of the exam place, I don't know. And I was looking for my dad's car. So I was driving, I came back, and I was looking for my dad's car. I couldn't see it at the front of the parking lot. And then I looked over to the back, the exact spot that I had in my head, and he was literally, he was like, you know what, I'm gonna move the car. So weird, but he did. So that day, it went exactly in the way how I expected it to go. So that's when I knew that visualization is the key. Let me tell you why visualization works, okay? If you see a certain image in your head many times, long enough, your mind is somehow gonna think that it's a memory, because your mind does not know what is real and what is not real. And I'm gonna explain why, because whenever you think of something, you get a feeling. And the thing is, when we manifest, we are manifesting things because of the way how we feel. So when you are visualizing your dream life, for example, and you feel amazing, joy, happiness, fun, and you see that image over and over and over and over and over, your mind is going to think that it's real because you have a certain feeling that you felt with that memory. So you can visualize yourself having a certain life, a certain desired lifestyle, and you feel every damn detail of it, it is going to happen for you because that's simply law. And now, if you're wondering, like, okay, you know what? Okay, I can visualize, I can see myself living that certain life, whatever. But yeah, then how is it gonna manifest into reality? Because yeah, you can see it in your head, but if you're not doing anything, it's still not gonna happen for you. And that's what I realized over the years. Like, I could want something, but if I wasn't taking any action, it was still not gonna happen. How much I believed it or not, if I'm not doing anything, it's just not gonna happen, okay? Basically, what I'm saying with that is that if you want something, you still need to do something, but you need to do the right things. Yeah? You need to take action that align with your goal. If you are, for example, you want to manifest your dream house, you want to live in your dream house, and you're not looking at houses, for example, then how do you expect, for example, to get a house? Or if you want to travel, okay, but why aren't you looking at tickets, for example, or why aren't you saving up money? Like, you probably like, yeah, but that's not manifesting. Yes, it is manifesting. Like, for example, every material stuff that I wanted to have last year, I got it. Yeah, and you're like, yeah, but that's material stuff, you can just buy it, but that's still manifesting it. Like, for example, I wanted to have a piano, okay? Like, I wanted to learn how to play the piano, and I was like, by the end of the year, I will have a piano. And then I was walking in a mall, and I saw a piano, and they had like a banner next to it, and it said like, yeah, I could go to the store and like check out some pianos. And I was like, why didn't I ever think of it? Like, and from that moment, I started to do my research about pianos, and then 3 weeks later, I had a piano, for example. So small things like that, like things just happen. If you set your intention and you want something and you follow like a right trail, you're gonna end up at your destination, okay? Also really funny because I have like a background in like hospitality and stuff. So I used to work at a restaurant, for example. I used to like do barista kind of stuff, and I really like coffee, okay? I love coffee. So last year I wanted to have a coffee machine. So I was looking on the internet, like, okay, I want a really like good coffee machine, whatever. So I knew what I wanted, right? And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get it by the end of the year. So also so that I will like save like more money, because if it's up to me, I go out every day and get some coffee like in a cute cafe or something. But I guess that is not something that I should do every day. I can also just make it at home. So I was like, you know what? I want a coffee machine. And then like a couple weeks later, my sister was like, yeah, I have a teacher and he has like a lot of coffee machines for some reason. So I was like, okay, what the hell? And then like a day or later, she came home with one of the coffee machines from her teacher, and she got it for free. Insane. But I know it's not mine, but I just wanted to have a coffee machine. And now I can use one every day. It's so weird, but stuff like this, if you set your intention and you can see yourself having it, it will somehow manifest into reality, no matter what it is. That being said, there's also one other thing that I do when I want to manifest something, and this is something that you should definitely also do, is that you should already embody like being the person who already has everything that you want. So I don't know if you are familiar with your higher self, but a higher self is basically the best version of you who already has everything that you want right now. So when you think about it, okay, this is like your reality right now. This is what you have, this is your life. But your higher self is the best version of you, and she already has everything that you want right now. So all you have to do is ask yourself every day, what would my higher self do? What would the best version of me do right now to make this happen? And for me, when I ask myself this, I'm like, okay, for example, I want to start a business. Okay, but my higher self, she would have already like made like a plan or something to work this thing out. So that's what I should do right now. I should make a list of everything that I should do when I want to start a business, for example. So every time you're like, okay, I want to have this thing. what would my higher self do to make this happen? When you start thinking from this, it's gonna be so much easier, because for me it's like, oh, everything that I want already exists in the future. So if that desire is like put in my head, it's already there. It means it's already happened. And for me, like, I don't know how to explain this, because I'm definitely gonna make it too long. If you guys want like a more detailed version, please let me know. But I truly believe that everything that you want is already there. So if it's already there, if it has already happened, and if you can see it in your head, then why the hell would you stress about not having it? So that's kind of like how I think about it. And because of visualization, for example, for me, like, I just know that it's gonna happen at this point. And that's also the law of assumption, I guess, because you already just assume that it's gonna happen for you because it's already there. So when we are talking about like your higher self, like I said, you need to embody already being that person. So dress the way you want to dress. Like if you were the best version of yourself today, what would you look like? What would you wear? How would you act? What kind of action would you take? Ask yourself these things every day. When you wake up, you're like, okay, what would the best version of myself do today to make this day productive and make my dreams become a reality? You would ask yourself that every day, and it's literally a law that it's gonna happen for you. This is like so weird, but last year I was watching a movie called The Interstellar, and when I watched that movie, that's when manifestation like made so much sense to me. And if you're like, what the hell, the movie is about like space and everything, you're, yeah, I know. But for me, I don't know, there's like a part at the end of the movie that they like he says something, and I'm like, oh my god, what the heck? That's exactly the same when it comes to manifestation. It's just weird. If you guys want an explanation on that, please let me know. But yeah. So embody already being like the best version of you and take the right action, okay? And sometimes I'm like, okay, I feel kind of lost. I don't know what to do right now. Then honestly, I just ask myself, okay, what is the best thing that I could do right now to make this happen? And sometimes I just meditate on it. So I just close my eyes for you for like a few minutes. I just breathe, whatever. I focus on being here and now in the moment. And then I always get an answer. And when I get an answer, it's usually like a simple action that might not seem like a lot, but it's gonna do a lot when it like adds up in the future, okay? And that's the next thing I want to say. Focus on fun, joy, and ease, okay? If you think that you somehow need to like make it all hard and whatever, I'm here to tell you that you don't have to make it hard at all. Because life isn't hard, you just make it hard. That's what I think. When I started to like make choices and take action from like fun and ease and joy, that's when things started to happen for me. Instead of like focusing on something, oh, why is it not working? Why is it not working? Oh my god, nothing is working out for me, because I was making it too hard in my head. You want to start a business? Okay, make it easy and fun for yourself, okay? And I'm not saying don't do anything. No, because then again, it's not gonna do anything for you. But find a way to take off the pressure and make it easier for you, to make the process more enjoyable. I get it. You want to achieve your goals, but yet again, it doesn't mean that it has to be hard, because being like a successful person doesn't have to be hard. Whenever you like focus on fun, joy, and ease, you're gonna attract it anyway, because you're vibrating on a higher frequency. That means that you're definitely gonna attract good stuff. So focus on that. And I'm gonna be honest with you, for me, it took like a really long time to figure out how to do this for myself. And now I am finally at like a point in my life where I'm like, okay, I can do that. I can manifest. I can manifest. Also because I worked on my shit. I worked on my like beliefs that I had about myself, about money, about manifestation, about literally anything. So also, if you feel like something isn't working out for you or whatever, there is also probably like something deeper going on in like your beliefs and stuff. So make sure you figure that out. And for me, like, affirmations really helped. And I will always like tell you guys, if you want to work on your beliefs, start reframing your negative thoughts, start figuring out what your core beliefs are about everything that you are like struggling on right now. I don't know if I said that right. Once you just start believing that you can achieve everything in life, and that everything that you want, all the desires that you have are already like there for you, it's already happened for you, it just becomes so much easier. Like, I don't have to stress. I'm like, okay, I want this. Okay, fine. I already have it. Like, it like becomes a memory for me. Like, it as if it has like already happened. And I feel like that's the coolest thing ever. So, yeah. So, I guess this was it for now. If you guys have any questions like regarding manifestation and everything about that, please let me know in the comments. And also, if you haven't yet, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you can be up to date whenever I post a video. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!